This is Nico with Nico's Wings. 17 years ago, on September 11, 2001, the worst terrorist attack on US soil and one of the worst terrorist attacks globally took place. The events that unfolded that day in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, have affected us all, Americans or not, in the United States or elsewhere. Our ways of life changed in many ways after that dark moment of history. All of us in the aviation world were profoundly affected by the loss of freedom that has been ever present since September 11. This video is not about aviation. It is an attempt to capture a moment of this dark, but also in many ways heroic day, through the memories as described by a 9/11 survivor. Hey guys, and as you know, I always use Uber drivers whenever we go somewhere, right? And when we land the airplane, we take an Uber. And this guy right here, Antonio, he's a great guy. He's got a very extraordinary story that you don't hear every day. He's a 9/11 survivor. So you want to talk about it a little bit?
Sure. What would you like to know?
Tell us whatever you want to share.
Well,
we were all touched by that. And, you know, even Karen, she has an interesting story about that too, but I'm sure yours...
Well, I'm lucky to be alive. I mean, we had, I worked for Empire Blue Shield Blue Cross. I was maintenance. I did maintenance. And that morning when we came in, actually I had a few of my friends that were out that day. And I was eating. I came from the cafeteria. As I came down, I was eating my breakfast on the 34th floor, and all of a sudden I heard a shook. The building shook, and we didn't know what was going on. And actually, as we're going down, we're talking, and we're asking among each other what went wrong. And me playing around, I said it was a plane. I didn't even know what was going on.
Wow. Actually.
So we started exiting after that. And as we were exiting, I heard a gentleman speaking on the phone because Verizon was the only one, I think, working at that time. And what happened, I heard him say, his wife said that they thought it was a terrorist attack because the second building got hit too. We didn't know what was going on. And as we were going down...
Did you walk down?
Yeah, we walked down slowly. Actually, I brought a co-worker down. She was panicking. As we went to the mezzanine, I met one of my buddies, one of my co-workers, and he told me, let's get out because there was gas. He crawled out of the elevator. And the other buddy of mine, which he didn't make it, he asked me to help him. He was in the Army, and he was helping the fire department. And I made a choice of going with my other friend. I guess I made the right choice because I didn't stay at the building. I walked out, not thinking the building was going to go down anyways. As we were going down, we were wondering, we saw these pieces of objects, and we saw like you know when you throw a watermelon?
Yep.
Exploded. It's like exploded, and I didn't figure what it was until I went out, and they said people were jumping out the building. As we were jumping out the building, that meant 2 and 2 was put together. That was actually people splattered, and parts of the building, of the plane, was all over the place. And from there,
did you see a lot of debris when you ran out when you left?
Actually, I was waiting at that moment. If you know, you're familiar with the World Trade Center. I was across the street from the cemetery. When the building decided to collapse.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Tower 1 collapsed before Tower 2.
Yeah, number 1 did, and we thought it was going to flip the long way, so we didn't think we were going to survive. All I know that I was running. Before you know it, I was on 34th Street in Park Avenue, which I had a family member that worked down there, and we started looking at what was going on through the TV, and it really hit me after. You know, at that moment, not realizing what was going on was true. It looked like
Did you see all the dust with everything?
You know what? That dust, it looked like it was going to hit me, but it never hit me. It never reached me. It was that close. And
You were running so fast.
I was running, so at that point I was 34 years old. I was still pretty quick. I never looked back at that moment. Then after that, to know little by little, some of our coworkers got caught up in the elevators. And that's how we knew, sadly, we lost like 60 members of the Empire. Yeah, Empire Blue Ship Blue Cross. I worked for that company over 24 years. So.
I mean, they were like family.
Yeah, we were all family. We still keep in touch. It's a sad situation, we know. But we had a very good crew. And there he is. My son was like, at that time, my youngest was only like 3 months old. It was really a sad situation. And we're lucky to be alive, the ones that live. And the ones that did, and they're still being remembered.
You bet.
As we go every year. Especially the ones that lost family members.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
You're an angel.
yes, it wasn't, I guess, my time, our time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it could have been.
But it's a choice, right? It's a split-second choice that you chose to go with one coworker instead of the other, right?
Yes, of course. Like I said, I was going to help the other gentleman. The other co-worker told me, let's go. He smelled gas. And at that point, I chose to leave the exit. And it was the right choice. I could have made the wrong choice and stayed at that moment, not thinking. At that point, all I was doing is thinking. At that point, my youngest was only 3 months old, and I was just trying to survive.
Yeah, so your survival.
It's a survival instinct just kicked in. It's amazing.
And so,
Amazing.
Can we see your tattoo?
sure you could.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible, man.
That's how I wind it up.
Yeah.
This is the beginning, and this is the after. That's how
Right.
it stood, just like that.
Yep. Get it. It's very cool. Thank you for sharing.
Not a problem
Appreciate it.
anytime.
Yeah.